tonight this is the scoping meeting, and I want to cover the purpose of the scoping meeting for the TMT project. And that purpose is to get your ideas, your issues, your comments regarding the proposed 30-meter telescope on paper, on a comment form.
Some folks at past public meetings like this brought up the fact that many people here cannot afford health care and decent housing. One contributing factor to this is the limited range of employment options on this island, particularly on the east side. Put simply, we need more jobs. In conclusion, I'd like to say that all the observatories present an enormous educational and employment benefit and opportunity to our community. Their staff want to be part of the community, want to participate in all its aspects, and want to learn about the history and culture. I would like to ask my fellow citizens in the community to teach them gently and with aloha, give them the chance to learn, treat them courteously even if they do commit the occasional cultural blunder, and take advantage of what they can teach our students and the jobs they can provide. I think we can all learn something from each other. Welcome to our community. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have no aloha whatsoever for those who want to support this big forest up on top of the mountain. There's a song that I learned as a kid, and it goes something like this. It's called USCD. USCD suckers every day, 50 cents an hour, $4 a day. USCD suckers every day, they make you whistle for your money. And now, you got these guys up there that's stronger than, like pay only $1 a year. Okay, $1 a year for 13 telescopes. What does it come out to? How much? Come on, all you mathematician howlies. Tell me how much it comes out to. Okay, maybe 10 cents if we're lucky, right? Now, out of the 10 cents, Hawaiians only get, if we're lucky, 20%. So that comes out to what? 20% of 10 cents is only 2 cents. 2 cents a year. How rude. How disgusting. And you expect us to give more aloha to all your colleagues? Hell no.
What's in it for me? I'm not getting nothing out of this. Okay? I know it's a good project for all the guys who need jobs and education. I haven't received nothing from you folks in the past. Okay? I haven't benefited anything from the mountain. Other than that, we oppose. Okay? That's all I'm here to say.
Sorry, can I have the name of your group again?
Oh. Manuku Hawaii. Manuoku Hawaii.
Okay.
Mahalo.
You know, all of us know over here that one day the boat not gonna come. I mean, that's how it is. And we don't have oil here, we don't have phosphorus, we don't have fertilizer, we don't have mines. The only way we're gonna get out of this is education, really. And it's not about us. It's about what can we give the future generation to defend themselves. Because us, the older guys, all we need is a bunch of canned goods for a little while. Dr. Yang, who's the president of TNT, came into Kyokaha to talk to Kumulehua. They flew in the morning, they flew out in the afternoon. They never called a press, they never asked anything, they never offered anything. All they wanted to do was talk story. So to me, it's kind of encouraging, that approach. And from what I see, it's pretty much how the TMT is doing this. You know, we got to separate this from University of Hawaii because they screwed it up big time. We all know that. But it is a different deal. What I am concerned about, I just said that, you know, sooner or later the boat not going to come. I mean, we all know that. The boat not going to come one day. And when that happens, we got to be friends with each other. We got to be a community. We got to make more friends. We got to be closer to our family. So whatever happened here, it's important that we kind of work it out with each other. And it's not about us anymore. It's about the future generation, yeah? So let's try to kind of come together, see if we can work them out, yeah?
Thank you.
We talk about the mountain being sacred, but why is it sacred? Why is it a unique mountain? BC 86 BC, approximately BC 86 BC, Hawaii Loa came to these islands. And he brought 12 canoes, 8 families. When he landed on this island, one of the first things he did is he went up to that mountain and he built an altar to God, to Heavenly Father, and he gave thanks and blessings to his children. Hawaii Loa is buried on the east side of that mountain. So that's one unique thing about that mountain. About 120 years after that, we had a visitation from a great person. If you do the calculation, 86 BC plus 120 years comes out to around 33 AD. Around 33 AD, a gentleman named Jesus Christ was crucified, and he said that he would resurrect in 3 days. After his resurrection, he said that he has other sheep which are not of this fold. Them I must also visit and make one fold. Well, uniquely enough, he came to this island. He started in Ka'u, he made his trek through Hilo, eventually he went to that mountain. On the top of that mountain, he reascended to heaven. Now you tell me, where else in a legend or in a story of people do we have that can say that Jesus Christ reascended into heaven from on top of a mountain, and the mountain just happens to be right here? Now, it's possible that that was probably his last ascension into heaven, was from the top of that mountain. Very, very unique.
As one native Hawaiian, I am torn. I am torn between Mauna Kea as a special place for the Hawaiians and their cultures, but also as myself, as a young native Hawaiian man that needs to make a living for his family. So how can I put this? I believe that the TMT project will create not only short-term, but long-term economic stability for our people. And as a result of that, it would allow our keiki to get a wealth of knowledge, and we would become the forefront of advanced astronomy, education, technology anywhere on this planet, not only in the United States. So as far as education, I truly believe that.
I have in my hand here the NASA EIS having to do with the Keck outriggers. It's really important that people know this, because it seems that we always have this, we're doing this again and again and again. This is not something that is new that's come up. This environmental impact that's going to go on in Mauna Kea is well documented. It's in the federal EIS, and it should be incorporated in this testimony, because they keep on trying to make a separation like this is a new plan. This has never been talked about before.
The NASA.
And it's very, very well documented. I want to talk about rape, okay? Because this is what's happening on Mauna Kea. This is a rape, okay? It's like watching a child being raped in a home, and then all the uncles and aunties standing around and saying, well, nobody wants to address this. And then sooner or later, we realize that something very bad has happened to this person. And then we decide that we're going to have to do something about it. We're going to have to put her in therapy. We're going to have to compensate her in some sort of way. Now the question is, now that you've compensated her, does that give you the right to continue to rape her? And this is something that you need to understand, because this is what's happening on Mauna Kea. It started with 1 telescope. Now it's 13. Now we're talking about a 30 millimeter scope, which is over 3 times the size of this whole area that we're looking at. And that's just the mirror. That's not the facility that houses it. That's not the science facilities around it that's going to support it. So you need to look at that. You need to look at the visual impact, because you're going to be able to see this from Lapuahoe till the time you reach Kona. Now, you can already see what's on Mauna Kea from here every single day. It's in our face every single day. And so what I really oppose is the use of community input to violate my religious rights. Now, this has been well established. It's been well documented what I'm talking about. And if we need to argue this further, then I guess we have to keep arguing it, because I'm not going to stop doing it.
I wholeheartedly support the 30-meter telescope, because I believe it's going to bring a wealth of good-paying jobs with benefits like health care, and pour millions of dollars into the local economy over several decades. No one is going to set up a manufacturing plant way out here in the middle of the Pacific, and so that leaves us with high-tech industries like diversified agriculture and astronomy and the biotech and marine sciences. I don't believe in God, but I do respect those that do and that hold their religious values very closely to their hearts. And I guess you could say that science is my religion and that Mauna Kea is sacred to me too, for the knowledge and the wonder that it has provided to me.
And this is an opportunity that comes by once in a generation. You know, this is not going to come by again. That, you know, it's like opportunities come down. It's like the doors of the elevator opening, and you got so many beats to walk through, or the doors close and you miss the boat. And this could be one of those things. You know, the other part of this is I am a little bit of an astronomy buff. I'm not really smart enough to be an astronomer, but I do appreciate reading about it, and I study this stuff. And I don't know if you guys know, but this is the golden age of astronomy. And sometime in the next 20 or 30 years, there's going to be a big headline in the newspaper that says, hey, you know, Earth-like planet discovered, you know, something happens. And do we really want that to read, you know, great discovery in Chile? You know, here's the deal. You know, we can be part of this. You know, it's like it's us. It's, you know, it's up to us. We can do this thing.
I don't have to go into it now how this mountain is revered and held sacred in our hearts. We've been here before. I know that this is a very important work and that it has many benefits to mankind. But would they be less beneficial if this project were done in Chile? In Chile, they are waiting with open arms and ready to go.